Hi everyone, we're the Wong Center Student Global Ambassadors. We're going to go over some of the basics of Study Away today. My name's Delaney. I am a third-year communications student. I have 2 minors in business and Chinese, and last fall I studied away in Chengdu, China.
Hi, I'm Holden. I studied away in Aix-en-Provence last year in the fall, same time as Delaney. I'm currently a math econ double major with a minor in French and data science, and I only got the French minor because I studied in France. So you might have wondered why we tend to use the term study away over study abroad at PLU. This is because we recognize that global education in the US can be just as enriching and valuable as learning in a different country. For example, Lutz can learn about indigenous communities in Mexico and New Zealand as well right here in Washington.
It's important to reflect on why you want to study away. It's an opportunity for you to get to know other points of view, expand your perception of the world, build empathy, and experience other cultures firsthand. It's a way for you to build professional competencies like intercultural communication, adaptability, language abilities, and time management skills, just to name a few. You can also gain personal experience through internships on a number of programs. Different than a vacation or trip, study away is a chance to get to know yourself better. Through living outside of your comfort zone, you'll likely learn a lot about your own culture, biases, identities, and worldview. It's fun and exciting, and right now, maybe a little scary. Study away teaches you how to solve problems and navigate unfamiliar situations.
Make no mistake, living immersed in a different culture is really hard sometimes. I know firsthand. The challenging aspects of the experience are the things that will teach you the most and give you the opportunity really to grow and learn and expand your perspectives and yourself as a person.
One of the ways we put our PLU values into action during Study Away is by working to mitigate the environmental impact of Study Away. This is why we partner with an organization called Earth Deeds by providing funds to onset this impact by contributing to meaningful sustainability projects locally and globally. As you go through the Study Away process, think about how you can proactively and intentionally make everyday decisions with environmental sustainability in mind.
PLU managed semester-long programs in 6 different countries, and we've called these gateway programs. Some of these programs offer the opportunity to learn from a PLU professor that accompanies students on the program as a site director. Each of these programs also has a program director who is a PLU faculty member with extensive knowledge of the program and can answer any questions you may have while studying away. For students who will have taken the equivalent at least 4 semesters of college-level Spanish, you can study in Oaxaca, Mexico. This is a language immersion program with opportunities to interact with local indigenous communities, learn to dance salsa, live with a Oaxacan host family, and gain professional experience through an internship.
The Trinidad and Tobago program in the Caribbean offers service learning and internships and the chance to dive into culture and earn a PE credit through participating in Carnival, a huge festival during which students learn and perform a dance and experience the culture while having some fun. During their time in this English-speaking multi-ethnic country, students take some classes with other PLU students in the program, starting with the J-term course. During the spring semester, according to the individual academic needs, students choose from a wide range of course offerings at the University of the West Indies as well. This program is particularly great fit for students interested in learning about gender, race, and religion in a multicultural society.
For students in the IHON program, like myself, you could study in Oxford, England. In this program, you pursue individualized courses of study and tutorials with Oxford scholars. I know that sounds confusing, but we'll get into that later. While also exploring place-based learning with a PLU faculty member, students report becoming more focused, more independent, better learners as a result of this unique academic experience. You're probably well aware that PLU has a rich history of connections to Norway, so it's no surprise that it is reflected in our global education opportunities. Students can study peace and conflict studies in Oslo, or Norwegian language and literature, business administration or biology, and environmental studies in a small town of Ba. Kinesiology students can also study in Vestfold, which also happens to be a great place to learn about Viking history.
In Windhoek, Namibia, there are academic options for students in all sorts of different fields within the natural and social sciences. Education students have the opportunity to take coursework that matches up with the junior year spring semester classes that they need. This program takes students to different places around the country on a study tour, such as wildlife sanctuaries and game reserves, participating in boutique workshops, and briefly staying with a family in a rural area. Students interested in Chinese language and culture, like myself, have the chance to study in Chengdu, China in the fall or full academic year. This program has an emphasis on Western China, and the students participate in a study tour to Tibet. Students learn the language and culture while taking courses from a PLU faculty member and local professors at Sichuan University, one of the most renowned universities in China. All courses, except for higher-level Chinese language classes, are taught in English, and students don't need to have any Chinese language or experience before the program. There are plenty of other options, including PE credits, religion credits, economics credits, and so forth that are available depending on year to year. There are also a number of feature semester programs that are not operated by PLU, but are aligned with the Wang Center's mission, values, and academic standards.
Much like my program, which was in Aix-en-Provence, is a featured program. So I wasn't a part of the Gateway and I had to do a couple more steps, but they're easy enough. In addition to a semester study away program, PLU offers a variety of short-term programs. J-term programs, as we call them, are academically integrated experiences carefully planned and administered by PLU faculty and the Wang Center staff. These are intensive faculty-led study away courses that take you alongside other LUTs both locally and globally. The list of which courses are available changes each year, so keep an eye out in January to learn about which classes will be offered in J-term of the following year.
One of the things you probably have questions about is the cost and scholarships. Take a look at the scholarships page on the Wang Center website to learn more about which scholarships you may be eligible for. If you're applying for a featured program, in many cases, the program provider offers their own set of scholarships that you should look into for an additional funding source.
Students who are recipients of a Pell Grant can be eligible for a Gilman Scholarship, which is a Department of State funded scholarship program for study away. This is a short-term semester or full year program and can entail an award of up to $5,000 for a semester program. Check out the Gilman website to learn more about this and how to apply. On the other hand, the Gilman McCain Scholarship is for dependents of active duty service members. If you fall into this category, you should look into whether you can be eligible for this scholarship as well.
J-term program costs vary. There is a set fee for each program. The average program cost is about $4,000 and is usually an out-of-pocket additional expense for students. One thing that's important to note is that students can only take their financial aid on one featured semester program. Students can participate in multiple Gateway programs, but are limited to just one featured program using this cost model. For approved summer, non-Gateway, or featured semester programs, the Wang Center bills student accounts for their program cost, which is set by the provider that manages the program, as well as an administrative fee to PLU.
The cost of a semester program is fairly similar to a semester on campus at PLU. For Gateway and featured programs, you would pay PLU's comprehensive fee, which includes tuition, room, and board, like if you were living on campus at PLU. When what you pay to PLU includes the cost of instructions and academic credit, your housing and meal, as well as study abroad insurance. All of your financial aid and scholarships that you typically have when you're studying on campus would go along with you when you study away on a featured or Gateway program. For programs that don't include meals from a dining hall or a host family, you would have the independence to prepare your meals for yourself and support local restaurants. You'd receive a meal stipend directly from PLU to go towards the cost of food. As part of what you pay to PLU, you can also get reimbursed for visa fees. For featured programs, you get reimbursed for the cost up to $300 if you submit the receipt to the Wang Center. For Gateway programs, your visa fee is covered.
However, not everything is covered by your tuition fee. Air travel, books and supplies, some meals on your own, personal travel, books, course-related fees, sometimes visa-related expenses, and other miscellaneous expenses are not included in the program. Think about your spending habits and whether you plan to travel independently during free weekends, before or after the program, and do some research on what things tend to cost in the place you're considering studying.
There are a lot of different types of programs and opportunities to learn globally. So start thinking now about what's important to you and what you'd like to get out of a study away experience. Are you currently learning a language, or would you like to start learning one? Do you want to learn about a culture by living with a host family? Is there an academic field or topic you're truly passionate about and that you want to explore in a different cultural context? These are all things you can discuss with the study away advisor, as well as with us, as LUTs who studied away before.
Think about what you might need to thrive in a study away program. If any, what accommodations would you need to make study away accessible to you? Take a moment to think about what resources would set you up for success in this challenging environment of living immersed in another culture. What considerations should you take into account related to your mental and physical health? What type of housing will best fit you? You're encouraged to talk with a study away advisor about your concerns, needs, and identities, and how the Wang Center can best support you and make the most of your study away experience.
Think about whether you would do the best with a program that is a little more structured, with things more planned out and organized for students, and a high level of support from an on-site staff and maybe even a PLU faculty member, or whether you'd prefer a program that's really independent, where you'd be enrolled in a local university and responsible for figuring a lot of things out and shaping your experience abroad.
Another important question to ask yourself is, what are your academic interests and how could you use Study Away to explore coursework that you wouldn't have access to at PLU? Maybe there are unique classes that you could take abroad that could fulfill Gen Ed's or major or minor requirements.
Now let's go over the next step you should follow in this process. First, figure out what your goals are for studying away. What do you want to accomplish, personally, professionally, and academically?
Once you've identified what you're hoping to get out of Study Away experience, research what programs would make it possible to achieve those goals, and see if you're eligible for those programs. In this stage of the process, it can be really useful to talk with another student who's studied away. You can reach out to us as Lutes who have studied away before by emailing global.ambassadors@plu.edu. We can help you narrow down your search program options, especially in the early stages of your search. For a semester or year-long study away, you'll need to schedule a study away advising appointment. This is an opportunity for you to talk with the Wong Center advisor about your interests and goals for study away, academic requirements, and the next steps in the study away process. You can schedule an appointment at plu.edu/studyaway/advising.
One of the things you'll need to do in this process is look at your CAP report on Banner and the requirements for your majors and minors. What type of classes do you need to take to stay on track? When you're exploring study away programs and have identified some options, reach out to your academic advisor and talk to them about whether this program could fit your academic needs. In the pre-departure process, getting ready to study away, you would fill out a form getting approval from all relevant department chairs for major and minor credits, and the registrar for Gen Eds. The Wong Center is here to guide you through the process and figure out how study away fits into your degree progress. Then once you're done with all that, get all your application material in before the deadline. We use an online application system called Teradata, which you can find at studyaway.plu.edu.
Thank you for listening. It's great to hear that you're interested in Study Away. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out at us. We're here to support you.
Get the latest information on applications, deadlines, and deadline extensions, scholarship information, and more by connecting with us on social media. You should also sign up to stay updated on all things Study Away and global education related at plu.edu/studyaway/interested. Thanks again. We look forward to working with you. Have a good day.